Good morning. How are you today, ladies and gentlemen? Eddie Marcus here, spokesman and advocate of basic human rights. You are my concern. I have an employer who is crazy about you. And my job is to make sure that you know that my employer is crazy about you. And the message that I would like to share with you today, I would like for you to think about. Just the other day, I think I asked, we're always identifying the problems that we have to experience every day. Social media, mainstream news, they talk about the stuff, all of the problems every day, all night, every day, all night, but they never talk about the good things that is happening. And if nothing is happening that's good, then talk about making something good happening. Anyway, I want you to go back maybe, let's say, a few days or just today. Have you heard any positive stuff on social media? Anybody talking about proposals, something to replace, the problems of the day? You're talking about, well, the problem exists, so it used to didn't exist. Let's just go back there. Well, we know that that foundation is not strong enough to maintain what is required for all of us. So we should be considering, I would think, new programs or offering solutions for the problems that exist. And for that, is what this mission has been about and is about, and hopefully will stay about until something changes. And so, what I'd like to say to all of the people who might be blessed to hear this today or sometime in the future, or whenever, I want you to think about a kind of new order of doing things, changing things around a bit. You know, some people say fixing the problem, some people say sewing up the slits. I say getting a new dress. Women love dress, more women in the world probably. So let's say getting a new dress up. And here everyone works. You hear me? And not any loiterings around, people having nothing to do, walking around, some of them with their pants down to their knees on the street corners drinking beer, lost, wondering whose car they can steal or who they can rob or abuse. No, 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 no. Everyone is working. And everything is free. I want you to focus on that. Everybody got a job and everybody got what they want. Now, we do this because this is how it's done in what we have idealized as heaven. Heaven, we have God's love, and it's emphasized through the humans by the Spirit. And the power of that is in our faith. And that is what is going to be required there, really, to utilize that wonderful power that God has given each of us. We must know that it exists. We must know. We must know that it exists. We must, just like we know the earth exists, we must know that the power exists. We must be just like we exist on the earth. We must know that the power exists. And what we do happens. So we must know that the power exists. So faith in that power gives us the ability to pave the way through that faith. That basically means that there are careers of choice for everyone. I want you to get a picture of a beautiful expression of new birth. Think of careers of choice for everyone, and the reward of it is mm, 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 unlimited joy. Unlimited joy. Now, considering the earth and all that it is, including the resources of the earth, consider that all of that is free. It's free from the creator, it's free from the maker. It is for the benefit of chosen, whatever you've chosen to use it for, whatever you choose to use it for. The time is now. The basic necessities for the maintenance of life have been determined. We have lived from the beginning to now. Those basic basic maintenance requirements for has already been determined. This is to include, but it is not limited to, as needs, wants, and desires dictate. Needs, what we actually need. What we want, don't actually need it, but we want it. And what we desire, don't actually need it, don't necessarily really want it, but it would be good. That's just desire. Now, this, my friends, that's needs, wants, and desires dictate careers of choice. Careers of choice. And in those careers of choice, what will they cover? Basically, what? They're not limited to, but they include housing, food, and shelter. Those essentials. Everything, straight down to the infrastructure. And anything that made by the hands of men. This is fantastic. When you think about all of the things that exist on earth that manifest because of what people have come together and done. Everything. Now, think about all of that which exists by the hands of everyone. But a system designed that each person that was in the past, everybody didn't have a job, but those that participated, the careers that they were engaged in, well, we know in the past they weren't necessarily something that you enjoy, and you did it for the money. And if the money was good, probably you were satisfied. But just think about all of those jobs filled by people who chose those jobs not for the money, but because of what those jobs were about. What those jobs allowed them to give to the family. It allowed them to contribute to society. It allowed them to play a role, an essential role in life itself, and gave them their greatest joy. Nobody going to wake up sick. Nobody. Why? Because joy in the morning and at night. Joy. And now, all you are doing is drinking and usurping joy as you exercise your gifts. And the divine, based upon the spirit of the motivation that are dictating to us, guiding us, interconnected with those things that have already been determined, that those resources continue. That everybody, whatever you're doing, whether you're digging a ditch, whether you're bringing up a rock, or whether you're planting a rock over here, or whether you're planning to go to Mars, everything that you need to do the things you got to mind, and every resource that is necessary that has been identified, you got access to it so that you can be successful in the endeavor that you're pursuing. Why? Because you're representing the gift from the Almighty God to the human race. My. Let's get busy. We don't have time to be waiting on this old crazy stuff, people who can't think that well. No. Now, ladies and gentlemen, check this out. Now, the resources used, these resources are unlimited and they're unrestricted, beginning and including every phase. That's what I just got through talking about. For the process in each stage, well, it performs the best. See, what we're doing now, in the past, because your motivation was money, you needed money, you kept doing this, playing the game, because everybody was being played. You didn't make things that last. You can buy, it's gonna last 2 or 3 weeks, maybe a month, maybe a year, but just keep on rolling. Medicine for the sick. Well, we're not trying to fix the sick. We're not trying to heal you. You must be out of your mind. We heal you. What we gonna do? How we gonna pay for our cars? How we gonna pay the mortgage? See what I'm saying? Now, all of that exists and is real. But this is new, my friends. The resources are unlimited and they are unrestricted. And they are designed so that whatever you're doing, you make the best. You make stuff that lasts beautifully, wonderfully. You make stuff that you've been usually handling like not that important, but you handle it the same as you would handle any jewel, any diamond, any emerald, any pearl, because it's just that perfected. You did it. You, my friends. And every last one of us. Every last one of us are fulfilled and satisfied because now, because of the new system, because of our commitment to it, we are living our dreams. Actually, living our dreams. We are fulfilled and satisfied. Now, this practice can be exercised regionally. That means in various countries, as is the current system, our current trading system. It can operate the way we have been doing it all along to a certain degree. Or it could adapt a new system if that is found necessary. However, the spirit that supports this system is the great reward of joy. It's the great reward of joy for which money is replaced. Understand, money is replaced. I know some of you might be thinking about a chip or something like that. Well, I'm not thinking about stuff like that. I'm sure somebody might think that that might be a way to keep a record, keep a log on what's going on with individuals as opposed to people having money, but you can still use from that information what progress meets adjustments and do that. But we'll have to make a decision based upon how it affects we, the people, and the spirit of life that we are developing. Yes, my friends, the great reward of joy for the replacement of money. Now, resources, as I mentioned a moment ago, that money allowed you to buy. You know, I'm going to go on a trip. I'm going to get me a plane ticket. I'm going to go here. I need a new car. Mine is going, all those kinds of things. You don't worry about money. You are part owner. And as part owners, you act a different way. I think you know what it is. Now, this process addresses the issues that humans' needs, their wants, and their desires are met at their leisure. It also assures that peace and prosperity and freedom and joy and happiness and living the dream is a daily and universal activity across the human experience. This alone is wonderful, like heaven. But make no mistake about it, this is not heaven. Having just arrived, there are many things, perhaps, that has to be recognized in order to maintain the heavenliness that we pursue. Remember this, for evil is still knocking at the door, offering the deception, offering the lies, offering the cheating and the stealing, offering the hatred, the poverty, offering the crime and violence, offering racism and bigotry and pain and suffering, terror and war, saying that if you practice these things, you will be much better than walking the plan of life. If you just follow these things, you'll know you much better because you'll be up top. And they'll be way beneath you because you deserve to be up top. Why? Because you're willing to do all of this. You're willing to lie. You're willing to ex, what's my word? You're willing to exploit others. So this will set you up. But its exclusion is a choice expressed and emphasized by the people. Big old ant. It is a choice for the best, rejecting the less. We've lived hell. Thank God for an opportunity to live heaven. Come here. Come here. You see this little thing? Come here. Come here. Where you go? God, he got away. Well, goodbye.